think, I mean, for me, I mean, I was quite happy with the team, but I know there's some debate around the likes of Kilman and Podence and Moutinho and Neves. They seem to be the main positions are essentially up for grabs at the moment, along with the formation as a whole, isn't it? I mean, do we stick with the back five, or do we return to a four again and try and be more attacking, knowing full well that we're going to leave the back door open probably 9 times out of 10?
Problem is, we're not good enough going forward at the moment when we play a back 3/back 5 to create enough chances to score. And we're still susceptible to concede a goal like we were today. When we play a back 4, we are very susceptible to concede a goal, but we've got more chance of scoring. So it's almost like there's a good chance we could lose, if we play a back 3, like we did today, we lose 1-0. If we'd have played a back 4, there's a good chance we'd have lost 3-2. And that's sort of how it feels to me at the moment, that we are we've got quite a lot of, and quite rightly so, if you think about it, we've played with back 3 for 3 seasons. And a lot of those players haven't changed. So we have very systematic players in that team. Now we've gone to a back 4, it's requiring them to change and adapt, but they might not actually be suited to that formation 100%, or they're not used to it. So for me, we'll talk about transfer in a bit, but we're missing a quality centre-half who can play in a back 4. If we're playing a back 3, we're missing a quality dynamic midfielder who can run parallel with Neves to really open up and stretch the game going forward, as opposed to sort of Neves doing the other side of things. So it's almost like it's a double-edged, it's between a rock and a hard place for me at the moment. It's really frustrating.
I mean, we've said... Sorry. We talked about this before, and I think Kim said the same thing, that we're so bad when we have a play with a back 4 defensively that we don't really create enough chances anyway, even with the extra man in midfield. So it is a case of, do we just get smashed every week and hope we can score, or keep it tight and we might get a draw and snatch something on the break? Because the way we are at the minute, I don't ever want to see a back 4 again this season, because I don't see the point. It's because we're not good enough defensively, and we don't do anything differently going forward anyway.
Could you not argue that our best performances have come with a back 4 this season?
Against who, though?
Arsenal, Southampton. Was Newcastle not a back 4? Tottenham. But what I was going to say, it just made me chuckle. What Richard touched on. We're now arguing: do we lose 1-0 or do we lose 3-2? That's where we're at the minute. Like, how shall we lose
either
this
way?
week?
We're losing.
I was going to say, it sounds even more negative when you say it back, but I don't think I'm not horribly wrong, am I?
No, not at all.
We're not even talking about the positives of the formation change, are we? We're talking about the drawbacks of the one we've almost played at the moment. Yeah. And I bet we're all happy with the lineup, but part of you goes, when we saw Martino and then Donk in the middle, which is why we touched on it, are we going to pass that ball in the midfield? It's pretty fundamental to sort of win football games.
It's such a difficult debate to have, because I think there's valid points from both sides. I think if you argue the back 5, you've got the argument of we do look tighter, we give up less chances. But with a back 4, we do create a hell of a lot more. And it's a bit easier on the eye, and it's a bit nicer to watch, if we're being honest, from a football point of view, because there's chances at either end. I know some people like to watch football from like it's a game of chess and from a defensive point of view, but me personally, the more it's like a basketball game, the better. I just love it. Let's just attack these.
You're saying you're not a purist?
No, not at all. Not at all.
He's a 2020 man, not a test match fan.
yeah, very, very good point. That's a very good way of looking at it. But it's, I just don't know what's. Like I touched on earlier, I don't think either one's right or either one's completely wrong, because we're just that bad at the moment. We could play a back. We could say let's play a back 6, and we'd still lose. Let's play a back two, and we'd still lose. I don't think it matters at the minute. And as well, if we're being honest, today and West Brom at home, I'll touch on the last 20 minutes. I don't know what formation we play. I don't think the players on the pitch know what formation we play. So it all goes out the window anyway.